What's up, good people of YouTube? It's me, Chavez, back with another NBA player prop video slash podcast for you. Today's Monday, November 27th, 2023. As always, I hope this finds you doing well and in good spirits. After 5 days away, we're ready to get back into it. Took some time off for the Thanksgiving holiday, spent it with friends and family. I hope you enjoyed your holiday. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you had a great week and a great weekend. In today's video slash podcast, we got some new plays to go over. We're going to brush up on some injury news in the NBA, and we'll obviously recap our plays from last Wednesday. I know so long ago, but we still need to make sure we are recapping our previous videos plays. So with all that being said, if that sounds good, stick around, drop a like, sub up, and click that notification icon so that you are notified of all upcoming content and videos just like this one from me on my channel. And without further delay, let us get into our plays from last Wednesday. Okay, so covered this in our YouTube short. Now, real quick, lines move so fast, lines are bumping so fast. The best way for me to be ahead of that is to create a YouTube short, a 45-second to 60-second video, just covering the plays that I'm going to be playing that day, and then using the full-length video like this one to break them down, to dig into them, because by the time I'm done uploading the video and posting it to the channel, lines have moved. So this is the best way I can think of. So YouTube short comes out first, you know the plays I like, and you can play them, and then you know you got the breakdowns coming a little later with the full-length video. So gonna be doing it like that. Let's see how that works. But let's talk about our two plays from Wednesday before Thanksgiving. We took the over on both of these dudes, over PRA for Brooks, over turnovers for Halliburton, and they both hit. If you put these in a two-pick power, you profited like I did. If you play these in a flex, leave me a comment. Let me know what you built around these two plays. These two plays were a nice little like core foundation for a flex slip. So let me know what your profit looked like for Wednesday, but that's what we rolled with. We're looking to build off this momentum, carry it into a new week with new plays and new games. Before we get into those, let's quickly brush up on some injury news in the NBA. Injury news is as follows. We got one confirmed out. That is Rui Hachimura. Nice little Q tag list of Lauri Markkanen, LeBron James, Cam Reddish, Aaron Nesmith, and a pair of Jordans, Clarkson and Poole. That's what we got going on in the NBA. Keep your eyes out for more news. I'm sure some of this will change within the next couple of hours, so be on the lookout for that. All right, getting into our plays for today. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Here's what I do. I'm going to present plays to you via slides, and then from there, we're going to take those plays over to props.cash and use the tools to break them down. So without further delay, let's get into our first play on the day. Liking the over 8.0 rebounds and assists for Daniel Gafford. This one got bumped up from 7.5 to 8 during the recording of the original video, and that's kind of what pushed me in the direction to create that YouTube short today, because I just couldn't beat that. I couldn't beat the line bump. So still like the over on this one for Daniel Gafford. Second play, taking the over 12.5 rebounds and assists for James Harden. Gonna take these two plays. We're gonna head over to props.cash and we are gonna break them down together. Okay, here we are over on props.cash. Now, the reason I like breaking these down is just to give you an idea of why I like these plays. And then from there, you can do what you want. You can tell these, you can fade these, you can put them in a two pick, you can put them in a flex. It's up to you. But at least by the end of this video, you'll know why I like these. I'm not just gonna throw out some random play and say, you know, it's a lock or something when it's really not. So let's take a look at James Harden. 12.5 rebounds and assists. I like the over on this one. We're getting good odds, -125. He's gone over this in 4 out of his last 5 games. Didn't go over in his last game. This game got away from the Mavericks in the second half. Clippers were kind of in control the entire game. Limited James Harden's minutes on the floor that night. Didn't even get the 30 minutes, where back-to-back games you saw him get closer to 40. So if James Harden can stay on the floor, really feel this line is a little too low. Taking on a Denver team who on paper looks like a brutal matchup, but Denver, not the same team that we see at home, right? When they're on the road, they struggle a little bit. I noticed this last season. They were letting games get away from them against teams they should have been beaten. Like they should have been beating these teams. And we're starting to see it again this season. They lost to the Rockets. Much as I love the Rockets, there's no way the Rockets should have put that beat down on the Nuggets, in my opinion. So hopefully this game can stay close. Looking for Denver to keep this game competitive. They should outright win this game, but nonetheless, it should keep Harden on the floor for his full run. When he's on the floor for his full run, this is kind of what we should expect from him. Looking at his last 10, he's averaged 11.3. Looking at his last 5, he's averaging 14. These first few games as a Clipper, I feel like we can just chalk that up to new guy, like the new kid in school kind of thing, still getting used to his surroundings. Now that he is fully acclimated into the Clippers culture, this is kind of what we should be expecting on a daily for James Harden. So getting good odds. Nice little game log here. And then in terms of projections, props.cash does have this set to 12.8, which is closer to 13 than it is to 12. So with all that being said, I like the over 12.5 rebounds and assists for James Harden. That's going to be our first breakdown for today. Second play, Daniel Gafford. Minus 127 to go over this original line of 7.5 rebounds and assists, but we got to bump this up to reflect the line movement. Not sure what the odds would be at 8, but I would say it was probably closer to like 115, 117, something like that. So last game against the Hawks wasn't a good game for he and his teammates. They got beat up pretty good, and it suppressed his upside as well as his minutes. He only played 18 minutes in that game, totaling 4 rebounds and assists. Now, I still pay attention to those odds because they are positive odds in favor of the over. We can take a look at his last 10 games and see that he has cleared this in 50% of those games, averaging 9.2, 9.6 over his last 5, and head-to-head matchups with the Detroit Pistons, he has pushed once, gone over once, and gone under once. This game on paper looks like a fun game, to be honest with you. Two bad teams that are probably going to take a lot of shots, resulting in a lot of missed shots, and missed shots equal rebounding opportunities. I do believe even at 8, this is a line that Daniel Gafford can eclipse on rebounds alone. So I really like the over on this one for Daniel Gafford. Looking at the history between he and the Pistons, he has a good track record here. We know that if the Wizards can keep games close, their starters are going to get full run, and they're going to stay on the court. So if they're staying on the court, chances are they're going to hit the over on their props. What's been hurting the Wizards this season, and I've mentioned this in previous videos, is blowouts. Blowouts have been really keeping their production down. So if this game can stay close, if they can keep this game competitive, then we should see full run for Gafford. 8 rebounds and assists is a great line to attack. I really believe he can get the over on this one on just rebounds alone. If you're interested in what the projections are showing, looking at 8.9 rebounds and assists for Daniel Gafford. So at 7.5, this to me was just like, I love it. At 8, it's like, I like it a lot. So I'm still going to play the over on this one, regardless of the line movement. So looking at this one as a positive play, Daniel Gafford, 8.0 rebounds and assists, taking that one. And that's going to round out our 2 plays for Monday, November 27th. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you made it this far, and I hope that you did, thank you so much. Consider subbing up to the channel. 60-ish% of you will not drop a like or drop a comment on this video. Let's prove those statistics wrong. Like this video, leave me a comment, let me know what you like on the board, as well as your thoughts on these 2 plays that we talked about in today's video. Consider sharing this video, sharing my channel with somebody you know. And last but not least, no matter what player props you roll with, I hope that they all respect the damn coin. Best of luck to you all. And until my next NBA player prop video, YouTube short, podcast, Chavez is